Hello, everybody. It's Ken Faulkner. Yes, I have to laugh at myself. And that's about this thing here. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But today was the first of the big knife carries. I'm back, baby. Back in the big knife carrying. And it's really all about, just the experience. And then we'll kind of review it at the end and kind of see if I learned anything. Or if I just learned that no, I just like big knives. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not revealing anything quite yet. This big monster is the River Wolf. Big old chunk of M390 steel on that blade. It's designed by John Dimko. I actually got to meet him in Texas at the show, and I actually bought that the Shark Cub from him. And anyway, I told him, yeah, I really like that knife. It does not have any milling. There is zero milling in there. Let me see. Get a flashlight, maybe. Get a flashlight, and we can see. Uh-oh. And never mind, my flashlight's dead. But you could probably see that there is just nothing milled out inside there. Trust me, this thing is heavy. Big chunk. Not only is it a big chunk of M390, but it is a big chunk of titanium, because this is all titanium. Frame lock. It's got a insert, lock bar insert, and titanium clip, and it's got a huge amount of room under here for the for those thick pants. Oh, look, my assistant just brought me a flashlight. All right. Oh, you can see the dust in there now. That's one thing you can see. Really got to clean that thing out. But yeah, no milling, just a bunch of dust. And that certainly does not reduce the weight. I guess that's like pocket lint probably. This knife is one of those knives that a lot of people say, oh, I don't like when it has all these grooves, finger grooves, and this little thing here to kind of lock you in. For some reason, my hands must be the hand model for all knife handle making, because I can't remember ever having a knife like this that it didn't just fit in my hand, where it just fit. Obviously, those smaller ones where my pinky was hanging off, but still, I didn't have anything like this where, and I know some people have huge hands where they end up on the corners here, or their pinky ends up riding up on here. But this just fits my hand so nicely. So nicely. Feels really good. A little bit of hot spot on the clip, but it's just not really something that bothers me. Yeah, I did some whittling with this thing, some cutting. Let's get some paper out, see how it cuts. Now that's the thing about these big knives. Sometimes you're not going to get that sliciness. But let's see how it does. Woo! Look at that. So big knives can slice. Definitely can slice. Little curly Q type slices. Very nice. It actually feels pretty thin behind the edge. Not the thickest, but it's definitely pretty sturdy blade. But it's so tall. So very tall. Let's see what we got measurement wise. So the blade itself, whew, look at that. We are good 3 3/4 for sure. And the blade, the sharpened length is somewhere around 3 5/8. The inner grip, because it's got that point to point where your hand has to fit, is right about 3.5 inches. So that's pretty much what my hand feels like, especially that part of my hand where the fingers are, that's going to go in there, where my fingers are going to go, is right at that size. So, I know that, I feel bad for those people with larger hands, but then of course there are knives that work really well for you guys, but it is a little more difficult, just like lefties. This one, I think it does reverse. It's got a hole here, so it must reverse, but a lot of knives, it won't reverse. The clip won't reverse. Obviously, frame locks are going to be a little bit harder for for you if you're left-handed. Although I do have a left-handed frame lock, and it's not terrible. Now, speaking of the locking here, there is, well, really speaking about deployment, it does, the one downside really that I was thinking about today while I was carrying it was the fact that it only has a flipper tab. It's a big old monster flipper tab, and it's, what do you got? It's about, yeah, right around 1/2 inch thick. Not overly thick to carry, but it's certainly heavy and certainly takes up a lot of pocket space, and it's tall. So, you know, again, it's just something that it doesn't bother me. So it just kind of opens up. And you also got this finger choil, very large finger choil. Feels really good here. So if you got a bigger hand, if you can get these two fingers there and you got plenty of room for your pinky, you know, if you got a larger hand, you might be able to lock in like that. Yeah, I really like this knife. It would be great if it had like thumb studs, and it has lots of room here. If I was one of those guys that did a lot of modding on knives, I might send it to somebody. I haven't really done that. Maybe that might be part of my future. Who knows? I never know where I'm going to go with this hobby. Sometimes what I'll do, you know, some of them you can flick off the side, and look at that. Would you look at it? Didn't expect that. It seemed like it was, you know, usually it's like with coated, and then see, then it gets to the point there. But sometimes what I'll do is I'll do this double pinch here and then flick it out. So I think it just depends on how that detent ball lands in there, because it has really strong detent, and it helps with the heavy blade to get it to pop out. So once in a while, it looks like you can get it, but I definitely can't count on it. I'm not that great at doing that side of the blade flick. But this is, it says TM because it is Terramundi. Terramundi. I think that's it. I know it's from Beyond EDC. But these are like higher end knives from different designers, and this happens to be John Dimco, which kind of, you know, this is kind of a Dimco looking design, right? I think the 8010 is a lot like that, and obviously the 8020.5 is like that. It's got this little lip back here, and for me, it locks me in. I really like it. So yeah, big solid knife too, just super solid. You know, when you're like cutting through things like wood, you know, like it really feels like you got a good grip on it. A big change from the littler knives. You can still, you know, whittle with the little knives, but you just don't feel like you got as good of a grip. And so I really like that. But anyway, let's get on to laughing at me. Let's all laugh at me. I have been shopping, trying to find what knife I want to buy next. And there's been a few of them that I've been looking at. I've been kind of hemming and hawing back and forth, but I really like been in the Spyderco kick. And obviously we've got a Spyderco box here. And what I saw on one of the websites was a Military 2. And it had the brown micarta. And another thing that was really cool, because I checked my spreadsheet, I didn't have any crew wear, no crew wear at all in my collection yet. So it had crew wear steel. So I'm going, man, I want to get that. And I was thinking I was going to go buy it. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll go around and shop some of the other stores, you know, some of the other knife resellers, and see if I can get a better price. So I'm going around, and they're all about exactly the same. It's just, they're all kind of marching to the same drum beat, all the same. Then I go and I search. I say Spyderco Military 2 for sale. And it comes up with a bunch of them. That's where I went through it. And then I go to Amazon. And I get up on the Amazon site, and I see it's like $40 less. So this one is like $183. $183. And I'm going, man, that's like $40 off, because all the other sites were 223 or something, 220 something. And I'm going, man, how are they giving me such a great deal? $40 off, plus I'm a Prime member. Plus, you know how I am about the mail. I mean, once I get it's kind of like childbirth. Once you get through giving birth and it finally gets in your mailbox and you stop stressing about it, then I'm always fine and I'm ready to go again next time. But yeah, this one said, "Oh, it'll be here tomorrow morning." It's not even like a full day. It's like 8 hours from now. It's going to be here, or something like that. And I'm just going. I'm not paying shipping. It's $40 less. I just got to jump on it. I have to jump on it, so I do. And I'm waiting, and it comes in the morning. And yeah, so here's the knife. And for you Spyderco fans out there, let's see how long it takes you to figure this out. It took me a minute. I was really kind of looking at this micarta, because I've never had a Spyderco with micarta. I've always had the G10 or the FRN. And the G10 has good grip on it, but man, I just love the feel of micarta. But I'm looking at it and I'm going, I thought the Military 2 was a lot bigger than this. And then I realized what I've done. What did I do? I was not being careful. And when I ordered this thing, I didn't realize that when I did a search for the Military 2, that it was throwing in a Paramilitary 2 from the website. And I didn't look close enough. I didn't think. I just saw that price tag and my mind just shut off. And I love this knife. I love the Paramilitary 2. Freaking amazing knife. Here, let's do a size comparison on this guy. Let me see. What do I have that I could do a size comparison with? Oh, look. Another Paramilitary 2. What do you know? What do you know? I've had this one for a long, long time. I had the black G10 for the longest time. And at one point, I had taken it apart and put it back together, and something went wrong, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And the blade had all this play on it. And yeah, now it's got the same amount. There's like a slight play, but yeah, it feels really good now. And once I did that, I said I'm gonna splurge on it. I got the whose are these? These are oh gosh, I can't think of the name. You probably seen them before. It's the fade ones. The what is it called? Flytanium scales. I haven't got new clips on it. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I'll get a new clip for this guy. But regardless, got the new thing, and I'm like happy. I got my Paramilitary 2. I'm all set up. I don't really need to have a deep carry clip. But now I got 2, and I'm the kind of guy that if it was my mistake, I don't really feel right about sending it back and get my money back. It was my mistake. Totally 100% my mistake. Plus, I love the feel of this. I might even love it more than this titanium, these titanium scales. I mean, it is just so nice. I really like. I'm just a sucker for micarta. These feel really good. I mean, the contouring on it is really nice, and maybe it's just because this guy's new. That might be the reason why. But boy, it feels like a different knife. It feels like a new knife. I'm going, man, I didn't even realize I liked this Paramilitary 2 that much. It's really kind of one of my favorite knives. Really way up there on the list. So yeah, now I got 2. So I don't know, do I keep 2? I just went through this thing recently where I was talking about I have 2 of this and 2 of that and 2 of the other thing. And it's not really my style, but man, this is a knife that I really like. Except I gotta get some schmutz off of this guy here, but yeah, I really like the Paramilitary 2. So I may keep them, but then there's always this option of giving one of these beauties away on a giveaway, because I always thought, man, Paramilitary 2, yeah, it's an awesome giveaway knife. So that's always a possibility. There is the possibility of selling, but I don't know if I can feel right about selling a Paramilitary 2. I mean, I just love this knife so much. Okay, anyway, so I'm laughing at myself, but kind of disappointed. trying to save a few bucks, and now I don't have a military 2. I know I'll get one eventually, but we got Blade Show coming up. Yeah, I'm not gonna go spend another couple $100 on another Spyderco right now. Yeah, so there you go. So I am enjoying the heck out of this, though. Even though I feel silly, I feel ridiculous for just not paying attention. It's a lesson. So I got a lesson I learned, hopefully. Hopefully this will never happen again. I'll be double checking from now on. But yeah, there it is. Long story short, I'm a doofus. But I love these knives. So all's well that ends well. And this one ended well. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for checking it out. I'm going to continue on with the big knives. Yeah, this was a nice beastly one to start it out, and we'll get around to all 7 of them that I got, and then I got like 1 more week before I start up on the Faulkner 5 because Blade Show's coming right around the corner, guys. It's 2 months right now, won't be long. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff going. I got something coming in the mail from China. Yeah, so I had to pay a little extra money. It's already started. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. You guys have a good one, and I will see you on the next one.